This afternoon, we're focusing on the best home deals for a buyer. Last week, our real estate expert, Monty Moore, talked about the difference between short sales and foreclosures and what makes one a better option from a seller standpoint. So today, we're flipping that around. We're going to discuss what short sales and foreclosures mean for the buyer, what a buyer should know, and what to look out for. Monty, welcome back.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Good to see you as always. All right, so what if someone wanted to buy one of these properties, talking about a short sale or foreclosure? Are they really a good deal, or what should the viewers be looking for if they decide to purchase some sort of distressed property out there?
There's some tremendous deals out there, Holly. As I shared last week, we're closing on a home this month that the lady owed $189,000 on, but we're closing at $123,000. So tremendous, tremendous value, but don't enter into that relationship of trying to pursue one with a definite time frame. It takes time. You have to be patient in that process.
Right, it can take quite a bit of time. Now, you do say timing is the #1 issue, so explain that. What do you mean?
Well, by that I mean, as a listing agent, when you list a short sale, you're experimenting through the process. You're putting it out there in the market where you think it ought to sell, it doesn't sell, so you systematically start reducing the price. Well, then when we do get an offer, that triggers the lender then to finally do an appraisal on the property. Until that time, nobody knows for sure what they're going to take on it. Now, that may take a month or two for that to come back, though. By then, the buyer's gotten frustrated and probably gone on down the road. So you have to enter into that process knowing that it's going to take a long time to even get an answer on that offer.
Okay.
Don't put yourself in a situation where you've got to be out the 30th of October and in that scenario, because you don't know when you're going to be able to close.
Right. So in this type of instance, that's not going to work. Not when you're working on a time frame there. All right. So is a foreclosure then easier or more difficult to purchase?
A foreclosure is actually easier because the bank now owns the property and they know definitely what they've got invested in. They've got an asset manager assigned to that file, and so you can actually get a response usually within a week. It doesn't take the months that it does on a short sale. So it's actually better to pursue a foreclosure than it is a short sale.
All right. Let's talk about the bank side of it. Does it matter what bank the seller is dealing with?
Unfortunately, it does. You know, there's some lenders out there, Bank of America, for instance, has got so many short sales, and they're understaffed and they're underqualified, really, in many cases, to be dealing with that level of decision making so many times. And if it's a Bank of America, I hate to criticize anybody, but if it's a Bank of America, I'd probably go on down the road. It takes months and months to get an answer.
Okay. Now, is there any way to speed up the communication process when you're dealing with the bank?
No, that's what's so frustrating. You know, you'd think in this economy where we're crying for business that the lenders would be responsive, but they're not. They're not, and they're only dealing with it on an emergency basis, unfortunately, so you can't get a response. You can have cash in hand. Don't expect the bank to treat you any different.
Wow. All right. Are there any other good deals, talking about other short sales foreclosures on the market today, right now?
There are. You know, I want to show a testimony here in a minute of a couple that I just helped them close on a home. They bought a home that 10 years ago sold for $210,000 10 years ago, and I just helped them get it for $195,000.
Wow.
Now, they're a great example of my program. Here they are right here. They're a great example of my program, WeSellHomesForFree.com, because I was able to save them over $5,000 on the sale of their home because I didn't charge anything to get it sold, and then help them go out and buy a distressed property, and they saved another $25,000 on that one. So they're a great example of how this can work. I think everybody needs to remember, if you're going to sell a home, you're going to lose money, but if you're going to buy a home in that process, you're probably going to help somebody else lose money and make up for the money you lost.
Right. So it kind of weighs itself out. All right. Real quickly, next week.
Next week, if you're thinking about selling a home, I'm going to share 5 critical things that you need to know before you make that decision.
All right.
Very, very important information.
What you need to know. Monty Moore?
Thank you, Holly.
Always great to have you on the show. If you need help buying or selling your home, you can give the Moore Group a call at 615-850-4330 or check out their website, WeSellHomesForFree.com, or for a link, just go to the More at Midday section of WSMV.com.